Ooh, it's nearly Halloween, which means you better be braced for all sorts of spooks and scares. I love Halloween. So does Virgil. Sneaky used to. Not so much anymore. But back in the day, it was amazing because me and Anxious Annie would be in charge of decorations and we'd set the place up all disorientating and spooky like. Some spider webs over there, some dark corners over there, and lots of things that were just a little bit askew or maybe left unfinished. And Janus would be in charge of food. He would make out a whole feast of stuff that looked super unappetizing but was actually edible. I remember being so disappointed that the eyeball platter was in fact just lychee stuffed with blueberries. We used to have a great time around the spooky season, but then Virgil up and left, and Halloween was never quite the same after that. Come to think of it, I think the last proper dark side Halloween we all had together was about the time things started to go to sloppy shit. See, Virgil hadn't clocked about how much of Janus is made up of lies and deception and trickery. And that was on purpose on Janus's part. Janus hid that side of him from anxiety because he didn't want to make anxiety any worse. Sure, he told lies, but the little white ones, like everything will be okay and no, that isn't too much eyeshadow, you know. Which got Virgil really confused about why Janus loved Halloween so much. And then he saw that Janus was lying easily and slipping between disguises and pretty much taking to the whole thing like harpoon to fish. So he asked Janus, "Why do you love Halloween so much?" And I chipped him with, "It's socially acceptable deception day," and laughed because that was fucking funny. Virgil did not laugh. There was a butt-clenching silence. And then he asked Janus directly, "So the rest of the year, when it's not Halloween, do you lie to me?" There was another awkward silence. Like the kind you might get at a funeral service when you knock the urn over the cat. And then Janus, the stupid snake, said no. But Virgil was on the lookout for lies now, so he saw the untruth. It was like throwing a corpse into the lake of the trust that Virgil had had in Janus. Ripples every which way, backwards and forwards. Ripples forwards so that anything that Janus might say would be considered a lie, but also ripples backwards. Anything Janus had said in the past was now considered to be potentially untrue. Things got not good after that. It should have been really fun. Two sides arguing with each other all the time, but it was kind of boring and tense and awkward and lots of sulking and hissing. Nobody wanted to do anything with me, and definitely they didn't want to do anything altogether. I tried to make them both angry at me so they'd have common ground again, but that didn't work. And eventually Virgil left, and that really sucked. So I guess I understand why Janus doesn't like Halloween so much anymore, but I miss Halloween.